and welcome on 360 Sport on Trust TV. Well, we just have to look at the activities trending in the world of sport again this time around. Well, I am Adeni Ajishafe, joining me to talk as the regular face again. Well, this is Jide Olushola. Good to have you.
It's good to be here again.
Now, we'll be looking at some stories still trending in the world of sport, but we have to come to this particular sport called beach volleyball. It's ongoing over there in Kaduna. It's called President's Cup. A lot of beach volleyball men and women are there in Kaduna right now enjoying themselves in that sport. Let's quickly look at the story we are looking at from beach volleyball, President's Cup, Seniors Day 2 results as we look at all the teams participated so far this weekend. Let's start from Omega. Omega defeated Nigerian Security, that's NSCDC. They are 2-0. Civil Defense, they lost that game. Customs also did well against Correctional Service. They won 2-1 in all the quarters. USMV Volleyball Club, they defeated BMC 2-0. Equity Spikers, they lost against Boro by 0-2. And you have Anista also losing to Nigerian Immigration Service there in the Day 2 result for the men, senior men. You look at the women result for the senior also. Adamawa Queens defeated Kada Emirates by 2-0. Nigerian Immigration Service 2-0 against FCT. While you have Custom Service defeating Anista also 2-0. Those are the results coming from the 2022 President's Beach Volleyball taking place in Kaduna State. I love the fact that we are talking volleyball. In the morning we talked about badminton, and now it's volleyball. These players, we have the junior, we have the senior for men and for women. We just roll out the result there. And the fact that Nigerians are into this sport is gladdens one's heart, because you think, oh, everything's about football. But this time around, it's beach volleyball.
You know, though we cannot still rule out the fact that football is the king of sports in Nigeria, but I'm glad that there is this projection towards other sports. You know, that let's get more talent, let's get more revenue, let's get more mileage for different sports. And now for this beach volleyball, it's an interesting game for those who actually watch volleyball. Just imagine you're playing the volleyball on the beach. You know, it's more fun, you know, and you know, it's very, very, very beautiful game. But one thing I've realized with this kind of game is the dominance of the paramilitary
against the normal club.
Against normal clubs. You know, NIS, Customs, Correctional Service, all of them, they always dominate these.
To cut you short, I noticed that in basketball, volleyball, handball, these paramilitary and military teams always do so well.
They are there. In fact, if you are talking about shooting games, shooting cup, just forget it. DSS and soldiers, they always win all those tournaments. But talking about this beach volleyball, it's an interesting game for those who do not know about this game. They can attempt to go and watch this game, I know, either on TV or anywhere. Let's move away from football, and we are seeing that the fact that football alone cannot give us joy. Basketball does, volleyball does, badminton does. These are all interesting games, and so I'm glad that the federation right now, the Volleyball Federation, they are going beyond just guiding people together. They're actually organizing competitions every now and then. This is a sport whereby every 3 months, at least, there are competitions across Nigeria, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Now, we are talking beach volleyball now, 2022 President's Cup taking place in Kaduna, and you look at the fact that, okay, we even have a particular sport that is different from the normal norm. Everything is okay, everybody, handball, football, basketball, but this is beach volleyball, where all the beach volleyballers can at least have an opportunity to also show that, yes, we can do this on the beach.
Yes, yeah. Like I say, beach is even more interesting because
than the court.
Because you're playing with sand.
You're actually turning to a kid.
You're playing with sand, you're throwing the ball, you know, it's fun. And it's not be more fun if actually it's even beside the sea or river or something. You know, it's
in nature.
Nature. But then, of course, Kaduna is just within a carved, man-made beach. But all the same, it's still fun. And kudos to the president of the Volleyball Federation as well too, who has been spending his own personal funds as well. You know, he has not been getting that support from the private sector, even from the government. But I think this is item for us to call on the private sector to support other sports beyond football and athletics. last year or so, or 2 years ago, I can't recall, when there was a volleyball, sorry, was it volleyball or handball competition in Abuja here? I was speaking with one of these foreign, with an Egyptian coach, and so in our discussion, he said, firms fight over each other to sponsor these clubs.
In Egypt?
In Egypt. There are firms,
companies, corporate bodies.
They fight over each other. And on that jersey, you can't have more than 20 sponsors. So you can imagine how they are fighting just together.
20 on the shirt.
On the shirt.
The jersey they wore for the competition.
And you can imagine how much money each firm or each company will drop to sponsor these clubs.
Competition. It's not football now. It's handball.
So it's high time for our own people yet also to see in that, yes, if you invest in this, yeah, with our businessmen, you might look at how much they gain end, but it's a long-term investment. If you put in your money and invest in this sport, trust me, over some years, the investment will begin to reap. So it's just, let's just go beyond only footballing, that where MTN will come, Picnic will come, GAG Motor will come, JC Motor will come. Oh no, let's all these companies also invest in other sports. And we will now see the fact that then this insecurity we're talking about will reduce. Because one, if there's money for these clubs to do competitions, they will go into the streets.
Pick boys, pick girls, they come and play different sports.
And you are reducing crime and insecurity in the long run.
We just hope this will be done while corporate sponsorship will be eating Nigerian sport. A lot of companies are here. They just have to do their CSR, corporate social responsibility is the call we are making from the studio. Well, we've been talking concerning beach volleyball taking place in Kaduna. Let's move away from beach volleyball. Let's go to the NNL. Matches will be coming up today. Let's look at the result. 2 matches thereabout. Otasolo will be facing Sporting Lagos, while Green Berets will also be playing against Doma. Those are the 2 matches remaining in the match day 2 in the Nigerian National League fixture coming up today in Lagos and also in Doma. Well, good one there. Those are the 2 matches, and we'll move away. We look at the NPFL match will also be coming up today in the NPFL. About 4 matches will be coming up. Katsina United will be at home against Heartland, while you have Lobby Stars against Raymond Stars. Abia Warriors play away to Kano Pillars. Niger Tornadoes will be in Lafayette to play against Nasarawa United. Katsina United, their fans will be happy now. We got that information that they be allowing their fans to be back to support them.
At the stadium, at the home stadium, they be playing that game away from home, and it's a good one. Fans, you need your fans behind you. So playing your game in other stadiums, you will not get that feel of being home. But then it's good. This thing also boils down to investment. If they can fix their stadium well, that the playing surface is good enough, that will not injure the players, the medical facilities are on point. You've put in all the necessary requirements to ensure that this stadium is safe for players and for the fans themselves. So why not? But all this is the same. I'm happy for the fans to watch their favorite team play at home after 14 games thereabouts.
Well, Katsina United will be happy now because the fans, they will be very happy. They'll be given the chance coming from LMC that they can now go back to support Katsina United against Heartland. Lobby Stars against Raymond Stars. That will be a match at Upper Aku Stadium in Makurdi.
I feel for Raymond Stars anyway. These are the guys who were, of course, at the point who were untouchable, unbeatable. But now they've gone 2 games. They've lost, I think, 2 games now. And this game against Lobby will tell us how ready they are to fight for the NPFL title. We thought maybe we'll do something like a Leicester City,
style.
But then they've gone from 1st position to 4th. So I hope Lobby Stars will not be doing also. They'll not be the accidental champion of 2018 anyway. They've not been doing too well this season so far. They've not done so well, and it's an open game. But for this kind of game, I still look at Raymond Stars trying to defeat Lobby Stars.
Well, don't forget the fact that the man that is at the end of affairs there, Gbenga Gubote, he was formerly with Lobby Stars, so he knows the team.
Yeah, so that I'm looking at, Raymond Stars, of course, trying to get the maximum point against Lobby. Sorry, Raymond against Lobby today.
Now, you look at Nasarawa United versus Niger Tornadoes. It's a central derby now, not central derby at the Lafayette Township Stadium. Nasarawa United so far, though they lost their last game, but you look at anytime they play at home, it seems to they have that energy to always want to win.
Like you said, now it's a derby, a North Central derby, and you know that rivalry is always there. No, you cannot beat me, but I must beat you. And the fans, of course, being behind their team. So you know how derbies are. Derbies can be very, very, very
tricky.
Yes, and that's when each club want to say no, this bragging rights must stay with us. So the clash is going to be a very difficult one. I don't know who's going to win, but at least make that a draw when it comes to such North Central derbies.
Good one. There are matches that will be coming up in the NPFL match day 14 to complete those matches. Matches were played also during the weekend. We've done that in our subsequent edition, but now we just have to move away straight to talk about activities in La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga. For those who didn't, well, quickly we just roll it out to look at how it is right now. Results, matches were played during the weekend. Let's look at La Liga, where the biggest match between Valencia versus Barcelona. That's going to be our talk right now, our talking point quickly. Barcelona coming to defeat Valencia at the Mestalla Stadium 4-1, silencing them there. It was a good one for them. We have Atletico Bilbao also doing well against Real Sociedad 4-0. They won that game. Good one for Atletico Bilbao. And just have to look at Real Madrid. Well, a game that when you look at that game, they did so well against Alaves 3-0. And Villarreal are not Danjuma scoring a hat-trick there 4-1. You just have to give it to Arnold. He did well. For Aubameyang, it was his night against for Barcelona against Valencia, also getting a good hat-trick.
Now, in the 21st century, Aubameyang is the first player now to score a hat-trick in Ligue 1, in Bundesliga, in the EPL.
He's waiting to go to Serie A now.
So, in all the 4 leagues he has played in now, he's the only player that has scored a hat-trick in all the leagues I've played so far. And now in his debut match for Barcelona, he scored a hat-trick. Now the question is, will Arsenal regret losing such a player? Time will tell. But it's a good one for Aubameyang to have come up for that, from all the being banned and being removed as captain of Arsenal and being sold, and everything, all the drama around his
transfer.
Yes, this season, and he has come up to able to deliver the goods for Barcelona. And now Barcelona they are fought because this was a team that was in between the mid-table team, and of course they were able to rise up to the first position in the league so far. And I think it's a good one for him. This is good to give him more confidence going into the next games, and probably it's going to be the missing key, to unlock the potentials of Barcelona under Xavi, So let's add other pounds for him for the rest of the season. And talking about Villarreal, Danjuma is a Nigerian. Unfortunately, he plays for Holland. So we have lost a Nigerian player to Holland, and our own Chukwueze, of course,
he was fantastic in that game.
And he had an assist for him. Yeah, he gave him an assist. I think second goal or so. So we are seeing our Nigerian players, in quotes, Danjuma to me is a Nigerian, even though he is playing for Holland.
A Dutch player.
Yeah, he's a Dutch player anyway. But we are seeing how our players are performing well in top flight football right now and everything. Then you talk about Real Madrid. The first half, they didn't play so well, and the defense were booing them and everything. And when Asensio scored the first goal, he told the fans, stop booing us, be behind us. Yes, we are going through the rough patch. Every club goes through some difficult moments. And that goal was, of course, opened up them to score 2 more goals and to increase their lead. Luckily for them, Sevilla drew. So they've increased their lead. So it's a beautiful game so far. This weekend was full of excitement in Europe.
In the top of flights of football there, we've been talking. Let's look at the way they stand in the table over there in La Liga Santander. Well, Real Madrid still running away with 57 points after playing 25 matches. You have Sevilla as second with 51 points. Real Betis, FC Barcelona They are closing the gap now. They have Atletico Madrid on the same point alongside Barcelona there. Villarreal, well, despite the fact that they were able to do so well, they have 39 points. Real Sociedad 38, and Atletico Bilbao, who won their game by 4-0, they are standing 8 on the law. Well, Real Madrid has said we are going to be leading with 6 points, where with a plus 31 goal difference. They are looking at La Liga Santander. Aubameyang was a happy man over the weekend. Well, we move away from there. Let's move straight to Italia. Although fixture will be coming up, rather. A fixture today in the Spanish La Liga. Cadiz should be playing. Let's look at that game. Celta Vigo, I beg your pardon, against Levante will be coming up today in La Liga Santander. Quickly, let's move to Serie A. Matches were also played. We look at the results quickly. Well, it was a good one for teams like AC Milan. They did well. You just have to play in the way to Salernitana. They played 2-2 away. Hellas Verona also played 2-2 against Roma. Roma were almost losing that game 2-2. Sampdoria 2-0 against Empoli. 1-0 draw. Torino versus Juventus. Andre Bellotti. Give it up to the man, Torino man, who did well for them. They've actually had 1-1 against Juventus, Venezia against Genoa, Inter Milan, shockingly, to Sassuolo. It was a shocking defeat there. Well, Udinese against Lazio also ended 1-0 draw. Now, looking at the table, well, I think as it is right now, AC Milan are running away. They are top. They are actually topping it with 2 points ahead of Inter Milan, who are second. You have AC Milan, you have Inter Milan, Napoli. The big boys are ringing themselves. You have Juventus, and then before you begin to look at, Atalanta, Roma, Lazio, and all that. But for the way it is right now, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Napoli, Juventus, they are the big boys.
Yeah, they're the big boys, and and they are doing very well. Sometimes, of course, they fall. At the point, Napoli was the only club in Europe that was yet to concede up to 18th match of the season. They're about the only club yet to concede to lose a game. But of course, they've lost. I think they've lost 2 games thereabout. And our star boy, talking about Victor Osimhen, is there, leading the charge. I want Napoli to win the league. Not for anything else, for the fact that you have Victor Osimhen in the team and everything. But my own highlight of this this weekend was Roma, one man, Jose Mourinho. He was sent off again. He's used to controversy. He was his goalkeeper. He was his sweeper. He was on the touchline all through the.
He was afraid for his team not to lose. That's what happened. He was really under pressure.
And of course, he was given a red card. You know who Mourinho is now. So to me, that was the highlight of the game of the whole weekend. But then talking about the real football, I was shocked at Inter Milan's loss. I never expected it.
I never expected that too against Sassuolo. That's football. You never expected it. Quickly, our time is really running. Just have to run through the results, and also a fixture will be coming up in Italia. 2 fixtures will be coming up in Italia. Let's quickly look at those fixtures. We have Cagliari against now. They will play. They have Bologna against Spezia now. Let's roll it and move straight to talk about the Bundesliga that will be coming up. Also, that actually came up during the weekend. Result, a lot of matches, but the highlight was Borussia Dortmund defeating Borussia Mönchengladbach by 6-0. Marco Reus was able to get a brace there, while Leipzig defeated Hertha Berlin by 6-1. 12 goals in 2 matches for the for the 2 teams that plays. Leipzig, Dortmund, they were the champions over the weekend. Bayern Munich 4-1 against Greuther Fürth. You have to give it up to Lewandowski, who did well there, scoring those goals. You have Mainz 05 defeating Bayer Leverkusen 3-2, and Augsburg against Freiburg ended 2-1. Now, if you look at the way the table is standing, quickly, Bayern Munich are still there, topping the table over there in the Bundesliga. They are having 55 points against Borussia Dortmund, who have 49. Bayer Leverkusen with 41 points. I have RB Leipzig in that pecking order, still down to newcomers. Greuther Fürth, who are just having 30 points from 23 matches now. You just have to quickly look at the fact that Bayern Munich right now, they want to also win the league. They are running away with it right now. 6 points adrift Borussia Dortmund, Leverkusen at third, Leipzig, Hoffenheim, and Freiburg. Quickly, we go to French Ligue 1. Matches were also played during the weekend, but the highlight of the games there was between Nantes versus PSG, and Nantes defeating They were able to defeat PSG by 3-1. Moses Simon did so well in that game. Outstanding performance. A particular player called Merlin. Somebody joked that if Merlin can score for Nantes, then Morgana should also come and play for PSG. While we are looking at that, before we quickly look at the way the table is standing right now in French League 1, the top of the table, PSG, yes, they're still top in the table there. They have 59 points ahead of Olympique Marseille, who are second. OGC Nice in that pecking order. Strasbourg started reign there. And you have Monaco. Nantes, the team that defeated PSG, they are standing 7th. If we roll it to the last 11 to 20, Lille, defending champion, standing 11th. Bordeaux, surprisingly, Bordeaux are not really doing well. I have 21 points alongside Metz in the League 1 table. Lorraine. Well, the highlight quickly, we look at PSG, Nantes, Malin. There was no Morgana to save PSG.
The highlight for me was our own boy, Daddy Moses Simon. That is his name actually.
Of course.
Of course, doing what you saw, what you did in Cameroon, carried that from Cameroon back to the French league, and was able to mesmerize the defense line of PSG. And of course, he got an assist, and they ran away convincingly winners of the clash, regardless of whatever PSG tried to do. But Nantes were the better team over the weekend.
Good one there. Nantes, they were the better team over the weekend. We've run through matches, our play, and also the table for you to have a look. Well, it has always been a good one on 360 Sport with Jide Olushola. Good to have you.
Yeah, thank you for having me again.
I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.